Rules are important in every sport because you have to have a perimeter, some guidelines to judge what it is that you're doing. We have weights, we have times, we have boundaries, and all these things play a part. And the real kicker is when you hook that fish, what happens? How do you measure? How do you judge it? Well, Rule 23, which is our reference to the question that we have in hand, this is when the actual fight happens. This is the start. This is when you're hooked up, you're fighting the fish, and inevitably this rule is there to protect the fish, so nobody gets an advantage. When you fight and land this fish, you have fought 100% of the fish. Nothing at any time during the fight of the fish did something happen that would give you advantage over the next guy. There's a couple of factors. If it's bitten by a fish, if it comes in contact with the boat and propeller, these are all things that are ground for disqualification. And it's never fun, but it's just part of the sport. It's no different than if you're playing golf and you hit it out of bounds. You can't just go pick the ball up and go put it in bounds and continue play. It's each rule in each sport is a little bit different, no different than in sport fishing. We have a set of rules that we follow, and everybody agrees as gentlemen to follow them. So we have some certain parameters that in order to qualify for the fish, we have a third party, which is our weighmaster. He gets on the boat, he looks it over and makes sure there's no visible signs of anything that might be in jeopardy that would qualify the fish to be weighed. And unfortunately in this situation, Randy Gregory, our longtime weighmaster and biologist, brought to our attention there was two visible spots, a place on the tail that you could see where something had bitten it, and then also a chunk that was probably 10 inches to 7 inches that was taken out right above its anal fin. The difference in the two, the sensation, their situation specifically happened while they were fighting the fish. The top dog's fish happened when they brought the fish on the boat. So the fish was already boated, the game was already over, and they couldn't have acquired any penalties because they had already boated the fish. This is a 501c3 nonprofit, and 100% of the proceeds is given back to the local community. And there are local organizations that rely on what we do to provide the funding for their budget, and being part of this organization, it is very rewarding looking back in town and everybody that's involved. This isn't just the board's tournament, this is the town's tournament, this is the county's tournament, this is North Carolina's tournament, and very proud to be part of it. Looking forward to 2024. I hope we have another record year. If every year we keep setting records, we're going to be doing something right. So hopefully next year we'll have more than 271 boats participating for some great prizes and a great week of fishing.